it is. Chasing every dollar outside, that's how we live. Ski mask over my tears, I appear in your nightmare. Yeah, I'm right here, you scared for your life. Watch it flash in front of you when I blast a gun at you. Bullet fragments cutting through your flesh. My guess is he ain't gonna make it in heaven.
Sphere.
Wegohardtv.tv. Locked in. Episode 6. My nigga Mercy, what's good?
What's good, man? No Mercy, aka No Mercy Harlem, Trap New York shit, No Mercy TV, No Mercy TV podcast, 346. I know what time it is, man. We gonna talk about a lot. Shout out to Wegohard.
You already? How you, man?
I'm good, man. I'm chilling. You know, I've been dropping the podcast episodes. People been loving it. You know, they love the joint me and you did together. Mm-hmm. You know, I think it was just a shock because, you know, all the trap and Wegohard history. Right. People didn't expect to see us on camera together, flowing how we was flowing, just having like, you know, a natural conversation and all that. So, you know, now I'm on your camera. You know what I mean? So, right. You know, love, like you say, love is love, man. Like, you came through and did my joint. Come through and do yours, and it ain't about nothing. So
you already, man. The name, your name. How your name come about?
Back when I was younger, I used to get into a lot of bullshit. But I had a close friend named Jermaine, and rest in peace to him. You know, but he used to always say like, "Yo, you don't show no type of mercy. Like you don't got no remorse. You don't hold back." And once he passed, it was like, yo, I wanted to have something just to kind of keep his name alive, like, you know, his memory and stuff. So I pretty much took that name and I threw the Harlem with it just because, you know, Harlem's where I'm from. So, you know, that was the name I chose to go with. It was really just officially going to be No Mercy, but just for like branding purposes and stuff like that, as far as like my artist name, you know, I was throwing it on all my social media, No Mercy Harlem, because you can't just do like No Mercy. So No Mercy Harlem is like the official name that I'm, you know, adapting, and you know, when I start re-releasing music and stuff like that, that's gonna be what it's under.
Got you. Trap House New York. How did that come about?
Trap House New York. Well, as you know, we're going by the Trap New York now. But initially, you know, I was already getting my name up in battle rap as far as, you know, I started off blogging, I'm going to events, support and stuff like that. And me and Bill Collector, you know, had a real close bond. So it got to a point where people started asking me if I was going to do a league. Like, I'd be outside and people would ask me like, yo, rock with your blog. You know, you got to, your critique is good. You really like break down battles and stuff like that. Would you ever put on talent? And it was people that actually, actually battled like in the streets that was stopping me and was asking me like, yo, would you ever do like, you know, a league? I'm trying to get on, etc., etc. So I was like, you know what? It's an idea that I'll think about and, you know, see if it's something that I can make happen. And my initial idea was I wanted to hold battles in Rucker Park. You know, being that that's my neighborhood, that's where I'm from, that's where I grew up. That's where most people know me from. So I'm like, yo, it only makes sense to do something that's going to be, you know, representative as far as like my area and home and everything. Right. And when I think I tweeted the idea one day and Peso hit me. You know, me and him had been doing like video work on and off, you know, before the league. And he had hit me. He was like, yo, you need to do something and make it official. Like, don't just do no outside joint, like get a venue and, you know, stuff like that. So I hollered at Bill Collector because me and him was tight at the time. And he had, him and Bones, they had Trap House PA. So what we were going to do was pretty much make it an extension, like how they had the different Grind Time chapters, like Grind Time New York. They had the Cali one. They had, you know, in different states. And we pretty much, you know, extended from what they were doing and became Trap House New York.
Okay, got you. Speaking of Peso, how did you and Peso come together as a team?
Me and Peso pretty much linked through social media. I was heavy on Twitter at one point, always, I would always have tweets that used to go crazy. I went back and forth with artists, like people like Wale and me and Taxstone went back and forth. So I just had all these different situations where I was just, going back and forth with people. And people knew that I did video work. So Peso was, he was doing an interview with Smack and Beasley. And he had another cameraman that was supposed to shoot it. But I guess, the dude might have flaked on him or whatever. So he hit me and he was like, yo, I know you do camera work and stuff like that. I got this interview with Smack and Beasley. I want to know if you can help me film it. So I was like, yeah, I'll do it. Smack and Beasley are two people who I basically grew up on, like watching DVDs and stuff like that. So I was like, yo, it ain't nothing for me to, pull out the camera and come shoot an interview.
Right.
And I linked with him. We shot that interview, and then from there, we just been, working.
Okay. So, what made you get into the battle culture? Was it the Smack DVDs?
Yeah, definitely the Smack DVDs. This is the thing. We used to be outside, because I'm from Colonial Projects, 159th and 8th Avenue, end of Harlem. We used to always be outside, like we'd be in front of the building or whatever, or at one of my man's cribs or whatever, and we'd be listening to mixtapes, watching DVDs, and we used to discuss this stuff heavy. I mean, like, who got the best verse, who got the best video on Smack, and different things like that.
Right.
And one of my mans, whose name is JR, he the one that put me on to how battle rap was moving, as far as like the whole YouTube thing.
Right.
So he was like, yo, you should start doing battle recaps and stuff like that, just because you got such a dope perspective and a dope opinion on rap. And once he said that, at first, me and him started doing blogs together. We went to Summer Madness 1 together. We went to Summer Madness 2, and we went to pretty much every event in between that. And there was a couple times we did recaps together, and there was a couple times I did them solo. But he was pretty much the one who I could credit to put me on to the battle culture as it is now.
Okay, got you. So how did y'all get the sponsor Clickblocker?
This is the thing. That's really a company that Peso represents. I want to say he's the regional marketing director. I don't want to, mess it up too much, but that's pretty much his business. You know what I mean? So that would definitely be something you could ask him more in depth about. But that's pretty much a company that he represents. Okay,
got you. Okay, so when was your first event and who was on the card?
All right, the first trap event
in the year.
It was May of 2013. Forgot the exact date. I think it was within like that last week. It was like the 23rd, 24th. The first card was Excel versus Jay Bundy. It was Get 'em Vega versus Bandana Boogie. It was Sinister versus Shownuff. We also had Chris Lewis versus Young God on the card, but that battle wound up not going down. And the main event was Adi Boom versus Detox.
Okay, got you. How did you discover XL? Was XL first battle with the trap?
Yes.
How did you discover him?
When I first tweeted that I was gonna start the league, there's a dude named B.CITY. Shout out to him. He from Brooklyn. He do music and everything. And him and Poison Pen are wild cool. So he knew XL, I guess from, the music circuit or whatever. And when he seen that I tweeted that I was doing the league, he was like, yo, I got this dude from Boston named XL. He just trying to rap. He trying to get put on. And with the relationship me and B.CITY had, like we did music together and everything, he knew that I would be somebody that, he could put XL's career in my hands, and I'll pretty much, do the best with it. And that's how XL pretty much got on the track.
Okay, got you. Is that the same with Gaddafi Green? Was his first battle with the track?
Yes, Gaddafi's first battle with the track.
Is there anyone else? Was it Jims?
Here's the thing. I knew Jims, like me and Jims were cool before he got into battle rap. Me and him got a mutual friend, shout out my guy Gleams, who does music, and I was doing a lot of video work for Gleams. So, Jims would pull up, he come to the music video shoots and everything, and we would just vibe out and, be chilling. And he had said, he came to me one day. He was like, "Yo, I went to a Bloody Knuckles event and did a rap battle. I think he might have did something like on the spot with them." And he asked us if he should like seriously pursue battle rap, and we told him like, "Yeah, you should really do it." At the time, I don't know if maybe my card was coming up first, but he asked if he should take the Bloody Knuckles battle. We told him like, yeah, go ahead and take it, go try it out, see if it's something you really want to do and take serious.
Right.
So he did that, and afterwards was when he did the Excel battle with us. So his first battle was on Spitters, but it was just really like a 1-rounder. Okay. His first official battle, with Excel, which was with us, was a 3-rounder. So, I can't really say his first battle was with us, but I knew him prior to battle rap. So,
gotcha,
you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So we got a really nice history, as far as this whole battle shit goes.
Okay. How did you discover, how did you and Gaddafi Green come about?
Gaddafi really just hit us on Twitter one day and said he wanted to battle. So, we pretty much just gave him a battle. We actually had an event where we had J Murder versus Nasdaq Ness. They were supposed to get done at one event, and I forgot, I think it was Nasdaq who couldn't make it. So we set up an event the following week just to get that battle done, and we was on some shit like, yo, whoever want to come battle, if you could prepare a round in like a week, then, come battle with us. And Gaddafi was one of the people who reached out. He was like, yo, I don't got no footage, I never battled before. And I matched him up with a dude named Stash, which is somebody else I knew, prior before battle rap. And he said he was willing to do the battle, and it was history from there.
Got you. When did the Trap or Die movement start, and who was a part of it?
Okay, the Trap or Die, that whole vibe started, I want to say with Gaddafi, Fetty, Ciroc, Stacks, and a few other people that was pretty much like, some comrade, brotherhood kind of thing going on in the trap.
Okay. Got you. Why did the faculty switch over to the trap and leave Bloody Knuckles?
Whew. Why did the faculty?
Let me just get to it for the people that don't know.
Yeah.
Who is a part of the faculty?
All right. From what I originally remember was the faculty. It was 6 members. It was Prez Mafia, J Murder, Show Off, Bars McVeigh, July Streets, and Assassin or Future Legend. However y'all know him by.
Okay.
Those are the first 6. Now the way that they came over to the trap, pretty much our 3rd event, which was in 2013, it was in the summertime, our first Bars Over Bullshit event. Show Off pulled up. Now I think I might have seen maybe one battle from him prior to this, but I didn't really know who he was. So he pulled up to the event, and he just pulled up, showing love, like, yo, what's good? My name is Show Off. I'm a battle rapper as well. I think he had just had a battle in Virginia, maybe like the week or 2 weeks before that didn't go down. So he was like, yo, I got a round on deck for whoever, is willing to battle tonight. So Pep was another person. He used to come to every event. Yo, I got a round. So we matched them 2 up. And, Show Off, that would have been like, that was the first faculty member to come to the trap. So he battled Pep, and then on the very next card, Bars McVeigh battled Hussein. And these were just like one-off type situations, just, them getting booked one at a time. I think on the card that Bars McVeigh battled Hussein, Show Off was supposed to battle Lex Luthor as well. And that battle didn't go down. But, with those 2 cards, it's like the faculty is slowly starting to, pretty much become affiliate of the trap.
Okay.
So after that, Prez Mafia winds up battling Juno with us, and then I think after that, J Murder battled Hussein, then July Streets came over, then Assassin came over, and it was just just love from there. it wasn't really like a thing to say, hey, we're gonna try to take faculty from Bloody Knuckles. I didn't have any knowledge of what issues they might have had at the time, and even to this day, I still don't know if there were issues. But I just know once the faculty started rocking out at the trap regular, we just started getting a lot of hate from Bloody Knuckles. So it was like,
okay, so that goes right to my next question. Was that making people going over to the trap what made you and him start going at it?
Yeah, that was pretty much it, because the first time me and him even had an issue was I think Jay Murder had did an interview, and he was pretty much showing the trap a lot of love and everything, and Bloody Knuckles got pissed about it. He tweeted some things. I tweeted some things back at him, and then he decided to pull out the camera and do a blog coming at me. He kind of came at Murder a little bit, and I really didn't know what the whole issue was, because prior to that, being Bloody Knuckles was cool. Like I had did an interview, like he had interviewed me one day before. I think I was at like a UW event or something, and he called me outside, and he wanted to ask my thoughts on certain things and stuff like that. But before that, me and Bloody was cool. So, and I had been subscribed to his channel, like watching all his recaps and his interviews, and a lot of the stuff he was putting out. So even when that happened, I was like, damn, like I ain't know, we had an issue or anything like that. But yeah, that pretty much, once faculty started coming over, it was just the hate trains, like all aboard. So
Yeah, got you. As time went by, right?
Yeah.
Your league was called Trap House New York, right?
Yeah.
And then it switched over to the Trap New York. Why the change?
We pretty much had to separate ourselves from the Trap House situation. What pretty much started it was when Bill Collector first came home. Trap New York, we was going at it with Wegohardtv, and from our perspective, Bill Collector, it was like the way he was moving was on some, like, this is the thing. When you are bosses, like when you want to make certain moves and stuff like that, you bring all the bosses to the table first. We sit down and discuss how we're going to move, and then from there we start doing things, on a public level. But Bill, he was kind of just like throwing stuff out there like, yo, y'all need to do this, y'all need to do that. And Peso, I'm not going to say he has an ego, but he's not going to just let anybody just like tell him what to do, especially like, on a public level. It's like, yo, if you want to put certain things out there, holla at me first on a personal level, and then we move forward from there.
Right.
But with Bill, Bill just got that energy. That's just how he is. Like, when he's passionate about something, he just gonna go off on it, and he just gonna move off of it, and that's kind of where him and Peso clashed, and that's where the whole issue started. And once it kind of just like spun out of control, that's when we was like, yo, we just gotta separate ourselves, and we dropped the house and we just became Trap New York.
I got you. Is you and Bill Collector cool?
Me and Bill Collector are good. We are definitely good. I'll say this: we're not in a space where, like, if we see each other, it's gonna be a problem. Like, we can be cordial and stuff like that. We tend to talk on Twitter every once in a while. It's just that issue was so far back. Like, it's not even really a thing anymore. But the main issue was him and Peso, and even that issue has like, they might not rock with each other, but it's not a thing where it's like they're gonna see each other and pop off or anything like that. So
okay, got you. What was your situation with Norbs?
Woo! Norbs. Shout out to Norbs, man. Just seeing him at the PG, he showed the trap a lot of love. This is what I could say. My issue with Norbs kind of started when I want to say it was when all of the dudes that was on the track was going against URL, like the Perez Mafia, Jims, Adi Boom, XL. Pretty much, they had a situation with Norbs that they weren't feeling. Like, I guess they felt like Norbs wasn't keeping it 100 about certain things as far as, the URL contract and everything. So they went on Angry Fan Radio and they did a show where they pretty much was going at Norbs.
Okay.
Now, right after that, Jims gets called to do a Hip Hop Is Real interview. Jims, knowing that, you know, where I lived at the time, in order for him to you know, because he's driving out to LA where, you know, Hip Hop Is Real was doing the interviews. He had to come by my crib. Like, he was, you know, going past me, so he was like, yo, I'm doing this Hip Hop Is Real interview tonight. I want you to come through and be there with me. So he come and scoop me. Now, I'm not expecting to do an interview. I'm going there to support my man. Like, you know, it wasn't like, I think Norbs might have felt like I just went to Hip Hop Is Real to do an interview about, you know, him. Right. Or about their situation. Right. But nah, Jims called me in. He said he wanted me to be there to support him, you know, while he was doing his interview or whatever. And when I got there, they asked me like, yo, you cool with doing the interview? I'm like, shit, I'll do it. Like, you know, I'm not one of them Hollywood people that, you know, I gotta think twice for doing the interview. No, if somebody hit me and said they want to do an interview, then let's do it. And when I did it, they asked me about the whole situation. And I didn't even come at Norbs when I was speaking on it. I just said, you know, I think that it's a situation that should be all settled behind closed doors, you know, just as men. Like, niggas need to, instead of going on a public front to try to, you know, slander each other, everybody just need to come together behind closed doors, express what their issue is, and then move forward from there. But for some reason, I don't even think he's seen the interview. I think like maybe somebody might have told him about it, and then whatever they told him, he took the wrong way. And then Peso was the one who ended up calling me about the issue. And Peso, he didn't even know what was going on. He was just like, yo, what's going on with you and Norbs? Like, I got an issue? Or I'm like, nah, I just went on, I just did a Hip Hop Is Real interview saying that, you know, whatever the issue was, they should have, you know, squashed it like men. But, you know, I don't know what he told Peso or like exactly how he might have worded it, but whatever it was, it came back as if like I said something negative about him when, you know, that wasn't even the case. And prior to that, I had shot interviews for Norbs. Like, there's a couple of old PG battles where City, you know, because you done, you know, shot joints for him, right, where he might have a hosting coming up and he'll be like, yo, I'm gonna be here such and such, and he'll put it in front of the URL battle so it can get some promo, whatever event he getting paid to host for. Mm-hmm. And so I had did a couple of those for him, so he had my number. So I was like, you know, in my mind, I'm like, if you felt the way about the Hip Hop Is Real interview, you could have just hit me and, you know, said it was an issue. You know, I didn't go to Hip Hop Is Real with the purpose of talking about you. You understand? But I like I said, I think he looked at it as like maybe I was trying to come up off his name, or like I was trying to, you know, purposely go do an interview about him. And it was like, nah, that wasn't even the case. You know, when everybody else was saying negative things about you and going at you, I'm not the guy that's gonna jump on the hate train. Like, you know, I did camera work for you. Like, I didn't charge you or nothing like that. Like, I think whatever day that was, he probably couldn't get in touch. It might have been you that was supposed to shoot for him, but whatever day that was, I don't know if maybe he couldn't reach you or whatever, but he tweeted, yo, I need a cameraman to get some stuff done. So Peso seen the tweet and he tagged me. He's like, yo, No Mercy do camera work. He could, you know, shoot if you need to. And from there, Norbs DM'd me, and we exchanged numbers, and that's how I did the camera work for him. So, you know, my whole thing was, if you felt the way about something, could have called. You feel me? So
I got you. Was that part of the reason y'all was going that URL? The whole Norbs situation, or just that was a different story?
As far as going that URL, yeah, that was it, because we didn't have issues with anybody else as far as, you know, the URL umbrella. You know, of course it was the whole Trap versus Wegohardtv thing, but we felt like Norbs in his own like slick way was kind of trying to use y'all to come at us in a way. Like, you understand? As far as, you know, taking the Prez and Dre battle over there, just a whole bunch of stuff. Like, I felt like he really had something negative against us, and me personally, I didn't know where it came from. But my thing is, once I feel like my back is against the wall, then it's like, shit, I guess we at it with everybody then, because then we getting, we had Ja that was coming at us, then we had Kali that was coming at us, and we was just like, and then we already had the Bloody Knuckles issue. We had the issue going on with trap Philly, so it was just like shit. We just gotta say fuck everybody, you know. So that I say that was pretty much it becomes a norm.
Okay, got you. How did you find out about Wegohardtv?
Here's the thing. I used to see the Wegohard intro in front of a lot of the URL battles. You know, that's really how I came to know what it was. I remember seeing one of the trailers. I forgot what event it was, but I think the very first battle might have been that I seen was Maya Lansky and Gwitty. That was probably the first one I seen, and because me and Maya was cool at the time.
Yeah.
I didn't know like how deep he was as a battle rapper. Like, you know, I knew he battled. I think he had been on King of the Ring before, but I didn't know like he actually moved to like another league and continued battling. So he just sent me the battle and I watched it and I was like, oh, okay, so this is what, you know, Wegohard is. And,
got you. You know. From what you remember, how did the beef start with Trap and Wegohard?
From what I remember, I'm trying to think because I know it was definitely a lot of Facebook stuff. Like, you know, something to do with the groups and everything. Mm-hmm. But you know, me and Peso, we come from such a competitive nature. Like, you know, Peso used to go to Fight Club battles. Like, a lot of people don't know that. Like, a lot of the street battles that you hear about, like Rex and J Mills and Lux versus this person, like Peso was out there for a lot of them people. Me, I used to do music. I'm used to doing like disc records and, you know, certain competitive stuff back and forth. So we come from a competitive nature. So we seen a lot of, you know, Trap and Wegohard battlers going back and forth at one point, but we didn't take it serious because we just like, yo, this is what battle rap is. Like, you know, this is what normally goes on. But I think the first time it really hit our radar was when Clip and Carter came over. Like, from that event, that's when we was like, oh yeah, these people are different. These guys are different.
Well, no doubt. Your honest opinion, in Wegohard versus Trap battles, either y'all came over here or we went over there. Do you feel like the Trap have more wins than Wegohard? Your honest opinion.
It's really tough to judge. I do feel like that to a certain extent. I think I feel like Trap got more wins over Wegohard. I feel so. I would have to really go run down the list of battles, but I do feel like I don't feel like we leading by like a huge margin, but I feel like we might be in that league.
Got you. How did we squash the beef from what you remember?
Let me see. Me and you, well, pretty much after we ran into each other at the PG event, you know, we went around the corner and we talked, and I think I pretty much left off with like, yo, if it's ever, you know, because I know I had did some blogs around that time that I know you took personal, and my whole thing was, it wasn't towards just y'all. It was more so towards every situation we felt was under URL. So part of it might have been for y'all, part of it for Coliseum, part of it for pretty much, you know, anybody under that umbrella who, you know, felt the way towards the Trap. And I told you, you know, when we seen each other at the PGs, like, yo, you know, if it's anything personal that I feel like, you know, I gotta address, you know, towards you, then I'll hit you up as a man, and you know, from there we could, you know, get to whatever we gotta get to.
Right.
But I feel like after that is when things kind of like, you know, smoothed over, and we just, you know, been rocking out.
Well, no doubt. All right. It was a situation going on social media with Pep.
Okay.
And Pep, I don't know if he was saying that he was paying for your events, or he paid for the venue. So I don't really know what's the story on it, but I seen that going around social media.
Yeah.
What was that about?
Pretty much I got stuck in the jam one day. We had a big event coming up. Matter of fact, it was the Steams and Excel event that was coming up. And I pretty much was short on bread around that time. You know, I was putting a lot of bread into, you know, that event. Like, I think that event was probably the most I ever spent on an event. Paying Steams and Excel, paying for Gutter to battle Gaddafi. You know, I had to handle Gutter, flight, and hotel. Who else did I? Oh yeah, I was helping with Big Cannon, who was supposed to be on the card. Even though he missed his flight. The venue we booked was also a more expensive venue than Funkadelic. So we had that. We had the strippers that we had security there. So this was like probably the biggest financial, the biggest event I put like the most money into. And I pretty much just, you know, I ran into a roadblock as far as bread goes, and I hit up Pep, and I, you know, had him like, yo, you called me down for something, I got you, I'll pay you back, etc. And, you know, that was pretty much that.
Okay. Because they make it seem like you ain't paying back. Shit, they know how that shit go.
This the thing, and I definitely did pay him back, and it wasn't like I was on no ducking and, you know, shit like that. I think maybe like it was one time where I was gonna pay him on this specific day, and then I couldn't, so I told him like, yo, I got you like next week or something like that. But you know, that really was it. Like it was never I'm never the person that like is ducking people's calls. Like, you can always reach me, whether it's through Facebook, my number, text, whatever. Like, I'm never the guy that's just gonna, you know, just ghost you like that. You feel what I'm saying?
Got you. All right. I see like Ciroc, he left track, right?
Yeah.
Ciroc, Gaddafi, Fetty. Is there anyone else that left the track?
Stacks, you could say. Shit. All the dudes that done went to Coliseum, Bigger, Quiet, Sav, Imperial, quite a lot of people.
Okay. Why did they leave the track?
This is the thing. Everybody got their own reasons as far as leaving. When I look back at everything, I really just feel like a lot of battle rappers, they want a home where it feels more family oriented. And the thing about me and Peso is, it's not like we're trying to get rich off battle rap. Like, you know, we know that running a small league, ain't none of us becoming millionaires off this thing. Right. But we at least want to make the money back that we're spending or come close to it. Like, I don't care about taking a $100 or $200 loss, you know, at the end of every event. Like, you know, money comes and goes. You know, I'm not a money hungry dude, but if I'm spending money on the venue, we bringing the liquor through, we paying for names. You know, we was having track cards where we have like 2 or 3 names or 4 or 5 names. These cards are running $4,000, $5,000. We want to make our money back, you know. So one of the main issues pretty much a lot of people had was like the door. You know, people didn't want to pay at the door, or people was just like showing up on some, yo, I'm such and such, I should get in free. And it's like, nah, like, if you want some door love, at least say, yo, I got half for y'all or something like that. Don't just pop up at somebody's function thinking that, you know, you should just get in free. Like, there was people that we didn't even know that was coming saying, yo, I'm such and such, I battle on this league, yo, I should be able to get in free. And it's like, you never came to a trap event, you never shared a battle, you never commented on a battle or nothing like that. Like, at least show us some love first and let us know who you are before you start requesting to get in our events free. Like, me, I was raised under the rule of, you don't go outside if you don't got no money. Right. You understand? I was going to Quiet Room, Queens Flip events, always paying. I was always going to URL events paying. I'm not a person that's just going to pop up at somebody's joint like, yo, let me in. Now, after I supported a few Quiet Room events, there was one time I came to the door with my wife. I'm pulling the money out my pocket to pay at the door. Queens Flip ran right down on me. Yo, put that back. You don't gotta pay. You good. You and your wife good. Y'all come in, you know, off the love and everything. But I earned that love. Like, I was showing up, I was sharing the content, etc., etc. So he knew, like, I really supported what he had going on. So, you know, he would let me rock. But that's one of the things that was missing from, you know, all of the battlers. Like, they would come and they come in with like 3 or 4 people and they thinking they all supposed to get in free. And it's like, yo, we gonna have 100 people in here and small Funkadelic. We paying for all these names and we can't get no love at the door. Like we can't make some of our bread back. And I think that was what kind of separated it and let it people know, like, people took it as we're on some business shit as opposed to like some family shit. So I guess, you know, people didn't like that feeling.
Got you. How did you feel when Gaddafi and Fetty joined Wegohard?
Ooh. Here's the thing, man. Gaddafi and Fetty joining Wegohard. Here's the thing. By the time it actually happened, we were kind of off it because we were already kind of going our separate ways. You know, they had stopped battling at the trap. They was moving on to URL. Communication wasn't tight like that no more. So it was like, okay, they're gonna move on to somewhere else eventually. You know, but when they joined Wegohard, I was just like, I don't know, it felt kind of weird. And I'm gonna tell you what felt weird to me. I'm gonna keep it up, buck with you. I remember watching a Wegohard blog where everybody, I forgot where they was, but it was, I think, Chess. I don't remember if Steams was there. I know Cedar Boss was there. I know the short heavy set dude with the braids, dark skin. I forgot his name. Was it J.O.?
Probably J.O.
King Money and a couple of others. And they was going in on Boogie Flames because I guess he pulled some bullshit and he was like, I guess he was tight with everybody in Wegohard, like coming to sparring sessions and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And meeting people's families and everything. Now, when he had his fallout with Wegohard, he was on a Trap House Philly card. And it was Wegohard people coming at us like, yo, we not fucking with Boogie Flames. Why y'all let him on your cards, etc., etc. I'm like, yo, I know he fell out with y'all, but he's on the Trap Philly card. That don't got nothing to do with us. And plus, I believe he's from Philly.
He's from Philly, yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, it kind of makes sense that, you know, he would do that. But we didn't have nothing to do with that. And I felt like if that energy was coming to us as far as like, yo, y'all shouldn't embrace niggas that publicly fall out with the family and leave from here, then I felt like it should have been the same when Fetty and Gaddafi came over there. You know, but, you know, I understand that they have a relationship with a lot of the Wegohard artists. Like, they go to events, like they support events and stuff like that. So it made sense, but it still was kind of like, I don't know about this.
I feel you. Okay, the Prez Mafia and Dre Dennis battle. Was that battle, did you set that battle up?
No, I definitely didn't set up Prez and Dre.
That was Norbs? Was it Norbs?
I think it might have been Norbs. I think Norbs might have set that up. I think Dre, once he seen, like, you know, the controversy and the back and forth that was going on with me and Prez, I think he kind of like threw himself in the mix because Dre is sneaky sometimes. Dre is one of them people that he'll see something and he'll take advantage, and, you know, and I respect it because, you know, he's doing everything he can to keep his stock, you know, in a certain place. So, you know, but I think it was one of those things where he kind of just threw himself in there, and I think he might have took the battle to Norbs or whatever the case was.
Okay. Oh, so that battle was never sent for the track?
Dre and Prez, no.
It was never. Oh, no. Okay.
No.
Got you.
Me and Prez, we actually, the battles that we talked about doing was going to be him and Stacks because, you know, the history that they had. Him and John, and it was him and Dot. Those were the three battles that we talked about.
Okay, I got you. Okay, Dre Dennis, he was setting battles with y'all at one point, right? Before he started Gates?
Yeah, we was doing the Get Loud events in South Jersey. You know, him and CeeLo pretty much was putting those together, and they was pretty much bringing all the talent from South Jersey and doing what they do. You know, it's pretty much no different from what they're doing with Gates now.
Okay,
you know?
I got you. Did they tell you that they were starting a league, or they just did it on their own?
Nah, they told us beforehand. Like, you know, everything as far as them transitioning in the Gates, it was all A1 straightforward. Like, we was doing the last Underdogs event, which it was Drugs versus Shice. We did the 2-on-2, which was the Twins versus Dre and Prep. And while we were promoting that event, Dre pretty much called me. He was like, "Yo, like, you know, I pretty much got a foothold down here in South Jersey. You know, he's saying thanks to y'all, of course, but he pretty much wanted to spearhead into his own league, you know, and I understood it because there was a lot of people that Dre wanted to get on the cards we were doing together that we weren't rocking with at the time. Like, you know, people like Bill Collector and, you know, other people that he would always have to ask us, "Yo, can we put this person on the card?" And I'm pretty sure he felt, you know, messed up to have to go and tell these guys, "Yeah, I can't, you know, work with y'all because, you know, this issue and everything like that." So him going off and doing his own league, you know, it kind of made sense. But I feel like that was, you know, a big part of the reason. But I respect it though.
Okay, got you. Do you feel away? Well, not feel away. Why hasn't, like, the Gems, the J Murders, the Show Offs, the XLs, like, why haven't been back home at the track?
This is the thing. All of them came back to the trap at a point after, you know, they got to where they got to. It's just that, you know, it's bigger opportunities that come along for these guys, you know, where they can get paid and feed their family. So, you know, whatever little BS money I might be offering them, you know, because of course they gonna come back to the trap and show love, but shit, they might have RBE or KOTD or, you know, another league that might be throwing them, like, you know, a bag or a bigger name that'll progress their career. So a lot of times, you know, it really just be like schedule conflicts and stuff like that.
Okay.
You know, but aside from that, you know, XL, he kind of fell back a little bit. Show Off kind of fell back. Jim's done fell back. Shout out to him. He, you know, doing the dad thing, you know, and he's amazing at what he's doing. And J Murder's still around. Like, I can call J Murder right now and, you know, probably get a battle out of him. So, you know, okay. You'll probably see a couple of them guys at the trap some point this year. So.
Got you. What's your relationship with Blackbeard? Like, how did that beef even start with Trap and Cali?
Woo, Blackbeard.
And are y'all cool?
Yeah, me and Blackbeard cool. We cool now. I'm actually gonna interview him pretty soon.
Okay.
But here's the thing. Me and Blackbeard had been A1 for the most part. I forgot when we first like really came into contact. I know he battled at Battle Rap Arena when Jesse was throwing events and I was, you know, filming them for him. And so me and Black had always been cool. But what led to us having an issue was we were in communication as far as, like, you know, it got to a point in New York City where it was like everybody was throwing events on the same day. Like, it would be Wegohardtv might be clashing with Brooklyn Mic Club, or Kali might be clashing with Brooklyn Mic Club. So we made it a thing to where if we see another league throwing the card on a day that we got an event, we gonna holler at the league and just, you know, just show that love, like, see how we could arrange it. Yo, maybe you could start your event in the afternoon, I could start mine in the evening, and everybody could, you know, pretty much eat, like, you know. And when we were doing the Steams and Excel card, I hit Black months in advance about that card. We were doing it in June of, I believe 2016. 2015 or 2016, one of those years. But we were doing that card. Now, mind you, I had Steams, who, you know, was rocking with URL heavy at the time. I had Big Cannon, who got a fly out from Chicago. I had Gutter, who got a fly out from Texas. I had Complex versus Animal, Animal from Pittsburgh, Complex from Miami. And these are people who, they have to fly in. So I wanted to plan this event, you know, ahead as far as possible, so that way I can get everybody's stuff together and, you know, everybody be straight. So I hit Blackbeard about it. I hit Blackbeard maybe in February about this event. And he told me that he was planning an event for that same exact date.
Okay. So
my thing is this. I'm familiar with the Kali roster and who battles over there. People like Reaper Rel, T.Y., who else? Mo Moolah. And I know all the people that battle on Kali are pretty much from New York. So, Blackbeard, I felt like he could have moved his event. But I don't know if maybe it was ego that got in the way. Me personally, I couldn't move it because, again, these people are flying in, and to get all these people on a mega card like that, it's just tough.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to get everybody on the same page, and, you know, they got bigger battles and stuff like that. So, I kind of had to stick with my date. Like, once I hit all them battlers up and they said they was free that day, I'm like, yeah, this is the date I'm going to settle with. And, when I told Blackbeard this, I'm like, yo, I have a big card that day. And he said he had a big card as well. So I'm like, you know, when we ended off the conversation, it was just like, yo, we're going to have to just clash this day. You understand? And that's just going to, you know, be what it is. It's like, may the best man win, you know? So, I believe Kali card dropped first for that day. Yeah, their card dropped first. I forgot the name of it, but I knew, this the thing, I knew for Kali it was a big card because it was pretty much all of the top tiers as far as Kali goes. And when I seen the card, I'm like, yo, Black, you could have moved your card. Like, all of these guys would have understood. I think the only thing about the card was probably like Beasley was hosting, but I know Beasley's character. Like, if Beasley would understand, like, yo, it's a big card that day, you know, we want to get a good turnout. So, you know, move it to like the next week or maybe the week after, or even, you know, a day before, a day after, you know. And that was my sentiments when, you know, he dropped the card. I was just like, yo, like, I feel bad because I told this dude that I had a bigger card coming out this day, and he didn't want to listen. So I'm just in my head like, yo, it's gonna be some bullshit when we drop our card. I just know it. Sure enough, I think maybe like a week later, we drop our card. All hell break loose. Now, when me and Black had an issue at was Mike Terror. Shout out to Mike Terror. Mike Terror always been, you know, supporting the trap, showing love and everything. He made a post and he tagged me and Black, and he's like, you know, at this time, a lot of people was complaining that, yo, it's messed up that the fans have to choose between cards, because it's like, yo, Kali throwing the dope card this day, the trap throwing the dope card this day, and we gotta pick which one we're gonna support. And my thing was, yo, like, me and Blackbeard had this conversation already. Like, I told him we were having a big card that we couldn't move. So when Terra tagged us on the post, I didn't jump on the post immediately. I wanted to see what the other comments was going to be, because I want to see what people are going to say as far as, you know, these cards dropping. I want to see if Blackbeard was going to say something. Blackbeard kind of shrugged it off. He kind of just, you know, was like, whatever type shit. But I guess Vic Hustle, who might be, I guess, a partner in Coliseum or whatever, he jumped on the post just ranting and raving on some, yeah, whenever we do events, the other leagues that's bigger always trying to step on our toes, and, you know, and he said, you know, We Go Hard and Brooklyn Mic Club, he was like, yo, it's always an issue, you know, they not respecting us, and I'm just like, yo, Blackbeard, because when me and Blackbeard had this conversation about the cards, Vic Hustle was locked up at the time, so I understand that he probably didn't know that me and Blackbeard made these arrangements, and, like, you know, we agreed to do our events on the same day. But, you know, he came home and, you know, he didn't know what was going on and just is going off. So I jump on a post and I'm like, yo, Black, you ain't tell him, like, you know, about the conversation we had. And then once again, Blackbeard, I forgot what Blackbeard said, but again, he's kind of like shrugging it off. And I'm like, yo, damn, like, that's crazy. Like, me and you spoke about this.
Right.
You knew the card that you had. When Mercy say the trap got a big card coming up, I'm not just talking about trap top tiers and stuff like that. I'm telling you that we're gonna have big names, like people who's on URL and things of that nature. And you know, I guess Black didn't really get what I was saying when we had the convo. So, that was when, I kind of lost a little respect for Black, because I'm like, yo, you letting your partner go on talking crazy, acting like we trying to sabotage y'all, when I really did the courtesy. Like, I hit you, and it wasn't like Black approached me about this June date. I came to him. I came to him on some, yo, we got a big card on this date. So, that was really what made it become an issue between me and him.
Okay, got you. I see you and Quiet was going at it at one point from the Coliseum, for people that don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Y'all was doing like diss tracks back and forth. like, was that serious?
Nah, that wasn't serious. That wasn't serious. That was really all rap stuff. Pretty much Quiet had left the trap. He was tired of getting backed out on, which, I understand. That can get frustrating. Like, if you battling for a league, you saying this your home, you trying to set up battles and you get backed out on like 2 or 3 times back to back, I completely understand you getting frustrated. And if you choose to go somewhere else, then cool. Like, people get it confused, like, as if people leave the trap and then we have an issue with it. No, we actually don't. Like, me and Peso are 2 of the most nonchalant people in the world. Like, it's a lot of stuff that we just on some, all right, go ahead, do your thing. But a lot of times it be certain sucker shit that come behind it, and that be the reason that, be a fallout. And Quiet, he made the decision that, he was gonna go to Coliseum, but was still coming to trap events trying to recruit niggas. And when he made a post, I remember it was Nice. Shout out to him, my guy. He had made a post about it in the trap group. He said something along the lines of like, yo, Quiet, stop taking my shooters, or something like that. And Quiet jumped on the post like thinking it was funny. And I was like, oh nah, that's not funny. Like, it's not cool to be you going to another league and then you're secretly at events talking to niggas in the cut trying to get them to leave what we got going on. And when I seen the post and he found that it was funny, I was like, oh nah, we're not doing that. So that's really, when I started going at him. And it was just like every time he would comment in the group, I had something to say. And he started getting tired of it, so he started shooting at me in his battles. Like, he had maybe like 4 or 5 battles back to back where he was just always had a mercy bar or a trap bar. And I just kept going at him. And then when he did the invitational battle, he battled T. Sawyer, and in his first round he had a bar about the wife. It was a haymaker. It was cool, but I was like, nah, we're not doing that. So that's what made me get in my bag as far as doing the diss track. It had a music video with it. Just to show niggas like I can do the diss track and the music video, and pretty much all of those were done within like, I want to say within like a 3-day time span. Like, I recorded the diss track. I sent it to my man to get mixed down. While I'm waiting for that, I had my own reference track for the diss record. It wasn't mixed down, but it was just something for me to listen to and play while I'm shooting the video. And I shot the video. So once I got the mix down back from my man, I already had the video edited, so I just had to take the mix down, put it with the video, and then just drop it like that. And it went crazy. Like, it had a lot of people talking, and it put pressure on him. It was like, okay, this nigga just came with a music video and a fire diss track for you. You got to do something. So he wound up doing his diss track. It was cool. It wasn't like I didn't feel like it was better than mine. But I guess the content and the stuff that he was saying that people were taking as disrespectful, it made people say, yo, Mercy, you got to respond to this. And I wound up responding. I responded maybe within like 24 hours. But I can admit, like, my response wasn't that crazy, but at the same time I also rushed it. Like, it was more so just to show niggas that, yo, I can do this. Like, if somebody's gonna diss me in a rap, I can easily respond and come right back with it. You understand? So, but it wasn't nothing serious.
Okay, got you. The DNA Tooth situation.
My son Dwayne, what up, man?
Is that all facts? And why did you expose him?
For one, yes, completely. That's Dwayne Park from wherever he's at from in Queens. I don't know if it's Springfield Gardens or something, but definitely from Queens. Moved to Far Rock at one point, whatever. But yeah, that's definitely him. This is the thing. I don't respect a grown man masquerading in battle rap around as a puppet. Like I don't, if you're gonna be, I guess, exposing people and stuff like that, do it without, covering your face. You can, in battle rap, as bloggers, we do a lot of blogs and videos where we're keeping it 100 with battle rappers. Like, when I do my recaps and speaking on certain situations, I'm keeping it 100 with battle rappers. I'm telling them, what it is. And I feel like he wanted to make a lane to where he can do everything but not, show his face. And that part wasn't the part that really bothered me. It was the fact that he was doing a lot of extra shit. Like, I remember getting a DM from Bones Brigante, who, he used to battle. And he DM'd me and he was like, yeah, the DNA Tooth nigga was on some stalking him type shit. Like, telling him, yo, yeah, I seen you outside your job and I wanted to run up on you and stuff like that. It's another big league that hit me up saying that, there's some information that got leaked about, stuff that league had going on, and they want to pursue legal action. Like, it's a lot of different things that he's doing that people are not seeing, on the forefront. They think he's just like the hero. He's, exposing Twerk for, whatever bad business is Twerk doing and, whatever other stuff he got going on. But it's like, no, it's a lot of other stuff he's doing that's just like not morally right. And when I seen that Twerk and Dutch had their situation, and I'm like, yo, this whole time I know who DNA Tooth is. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just let the people have him. I'm gonna just feed them to the wolves, and that's just what it was. But I myself, I didn't really have nothing personal with the guy. You understand? He did kind of come at the trap a couple times, like when that clip of J2 went viral when he was battling Lady J, and he said I'm not gonna even repeat the bar. He said that shit was just so crazy, but he's a gay battle rapper, so he says that type of stuff. But
right.
He kind of came at us crazy and was on a kind of campaign against us, when we dropped that clip. So that's what made me kind of on some like, I don't know if I rock with this Tooth guy too heavy. But yeah, once the Twerk and Dutch situation happened, I was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm just feeding to the wolves, man. And that's all I was.
Gotcha, man. What's your thoughts on battle rap right now?
My thoughts on battle rap, It's a lot of different directions that I can go. But what I'm gonna say is this, man. I think battle rap is really at an all-time high. And what I mean by that is battle rap is really lit as far as like it being its own community, because we have so many different facets of battle rap. And while there's certain things that people complain about, it's stuff that's honestly better for the culture. Like, people used to complain that, why are blogs and interviews and stuff like that getting more views than battles and things of that nature. It's because people want to watch the stuff that surrounds the battles. People want to watch the content. People want to know why this happened in the battle and why this person said that and stuff like that. People want to know other people's thoughts about what's going on within the battle world. So that's why they watch me. That's why they watch Piper Boy. That's why they watch Angry Fan and Jay Black and the rest of them. You got Math Hoffa, who started off as a battler. He now has his own show on YouTube and now is doing a show with Fox 5. You have Avocado, who's putting together the Ruin Your Day mixtape, where if you're a person in the battle culture who does music, you can get a song on it. Like, battle rap has its own pretty much mixtape. Like, I think shit like that is just dope as hell. So, battle rap is kind of its own self-sufficient community. You know, people always complain like, yo, why we don't get bigger, we don't get enough sponsors, etc., etc. But I feel like battle rap is doing enough, like, you know, with the fans that contribute, the league owners that contribute, you know, whatever small sponsors and investors and stuff like that we do get. So yeah, I think battle rap is in a ultimately it's in a good space. You know, we just had Cassidy do 2 battles last year. Nobody would have ever thought Cassidy would come back and do an actual rap battle. You know, they might not have been good. You know,
right.
And a lot of the mainstream artists that come back to battle rap don't really do that good. But I think it's dope just for them to want to get involved with it because they're in the industry. They have a lot of battle rap history and they see what battle rap has become, and that's why they want to get involved in it. You know, so I think that's dope in itself. Like that, those guys are respecting the path that battle rap is on. So yeah, I think overall battle rap is in a great space.
Got you. Some leagues might feel away about this question, and it's just your opinion, your honest opinion.
Let's get it.
What's your top 5 leagues right now?
My top 5 leagues. I'm gonna exclude the trap off rip because that's already, you know, number 1. You understand? But as far as top 5, I'm gonna say URL. And this is in no order. URL, RBE, definitely KOTD. I'm also gonna say Gates, and one more, another league that I've been watching. I'm gonna go with Black Ice.
Got you.
Those would be like the top 5 as far as like the ones that I actively, you know, watch on a regular basis.
Got you. So what's in the works for 2020 for trap?
2020, we just gonna continue to put on talent. We're gonna do a lot as far as putting more content on the media channel. Like we're gonna do more face-offs, we're gonna do more interviews, and we're just overall gonna start doing more to just stay involved with the fan base that we got. You know, we don't want to get caught up in the whole thing of we're just doing battle events and that's it. Like, nah, we have both of these channels that have over 10,000 subscribers, and these are fans that we want to, you know, keep updated. We want to interact with them, and we want to, you know, probably give them a chance to come out to, you know, events and stuff that we have. And so 2020 is going to be all about that. You know, we still going to be putting on talent. We, over the past few years, we haven't been focused on the whole big name aspect. You know, just because, for one, we're not making a lot of money off of, you know, booking big names. But also, we want to get back to the root of, you know, what we do. Like, you know, our very first couple of cards, they weren't centered around big names. They were pretty much just centered around, you know, dope talent that was coming up. And that's what we want to get back to. You know, the big names and stuff like that. If we're going to do that once or twice a year, then that's cool. But we definitely want to get back to focusing on, you know, just the talent.
Got you. One more question I think I left out. Why do you have 2 YouTube channels? 2 trap channels?
Well, the first one that we had, we pretty much ran into a roadblock with YouTube where they had demonetized our channel. And at the time, you know, we were doing all of the big name matchups and stuff like that. Like I said, we're not going to get rich off battle rap, but we want to make our money. You understand? And we weren't going to continue to release content and huge content on a channel that we can't, you know, monetize the content. So that was why we made 2 channels. And you know, now we've gotten to a point where we use one channel for the battlers that we want to promote and really showcase their talent, and then the media channel is for battlers who we still feel need to get their weight up. So.
Got you. Any last words?
Just follow us on all social media. Twitter and Instagram, the Trap_New York. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at No Mercy Harlem. Facebook, I go by my government, Tyrell Reed. And No Mercy TV on Instagram and Twitter. And yeah, that's it, man.
You already, man. Wegohardtv.tv. Logging out. My nigga No Mercy.
Yes.
Episode 6. Logging out.